if you're an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of December 2017? Let's tune in and find out. So I see Aquarians, you kind of moving through this phase of being really big and then pulling back, and being really big and then pulling back. So you're in this creative process of being able to expand what it is you want to do. And then I see you going inward and being able to create it and generate, and then kind of like look outward again and see, okay, so you're in this creative process, in this flow of creating your life. It may be that you're moving, it may be that you're in the process of redecorating, or in the process of creating an event or a large launch of yourself or your company, or an affiliate that you work with. It just feels like you've got this creative energy, and that you're really partnering with people, and that there are people that you want to partner with, that you admire and that you respect, and that you're looking how to, so I see you outwardly looking to support others, and at the same time looking for partnerships. So it's a really good collaborative energy in December for you guys. All right, well, let's begin with your personal relationships. For those of you that are interested in romance and are already connected, let's see what's in store for you. So there's an ability to kind of pull back the layers of what's going on, and to be able to see something more. And I see you having compassion and empathy, and there's deep conversation, and there's also a lot of freedom. I feel like there's a lot more freedom that you have, personal freedom, in terms of being able to say what you feel, and to be able to hold space for the other person about what they're going through. And I definitely feel like there's less reactive energy, meaning that whatever's going on for your partner, you're not taking it on. You're not feeling subjected to their emotional pains or whatever's happening for them. I see you much more being able to have empathy for them and compassion without taking it on and blaming yourself or feeling badly. And so that's a really healthy step, because now you're able to support them without taking it on. So that's a really good thing. And then I also feel like there's moments in December where you're really going to be able to support the other person, and meaning like create a romantic moment for them, really create moments for yourselves. And whether it's a trip that you plan or it's something that you decide to do nice for them, it really feels like you can create this really romantic setting that surprises them. And it feels really just sweet and endearing and really lovely. And I just see you being a little sly about it, like not letting them know what you've got on your mind and what you're thinking. And it's very sweet and it's very nice. You're going to have lots of opportunity to be able to dwell on something that you want to do sweet for your partner, and at the same time also feel like it being reciprocated. So there's this really nice kind of dance that you're doing with your partner in December that's kind of sweet if you open yourself up to it and wanting to create it and generate it with it. And then again, there's also dialogue that happens that may not be so comfortable, where the truth comes up, but I see you being able to hold your own and not take it in, and yet have empathy for what they're experiencing, so that you're able to kind of support them. Now there is a Mercury retrograde that happens December 3rd to December 22nd, which always screws up communication, right? And technology, and it's never the best time to buy things, and on and on we go with that. But what there is for you to do is just double check what they're saying. Double check and say, did I hear you right? Are you saying that XYZ, right? So that the miscommunication can be minimized. And in doing that, I feel like the relationship is it doesn't have to take kind of like a nosedive. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to feel burned. It'll give you a better understanding, and to stay in that space of compassion. Now, for those of you that are single and looking for love, let's see what's opening up for you. Oh, and by the way, let me go back. At the end of the month, for all of you guys, big opportunities for fun and for relaxation and companionship and romance and all of that for both single and coupled Aquarians. It feels like the end of the month is really terrific for anything romantic and for meeting people. Now, earlier in the month, you want to be a little choosy. You do want to be a little choosy. You don't want to give yourself away, and you also don't want to be overly reactive. Again, we've got with this retrograde happening, this is a good time for you to be able to really evaluate yourself and the relationships that you are in, or the people that you're maybe talking to. You be a little more objective. Don't hold on to everything that they're saying, because it's likely to change. You're likely to hear it incorrectly because of the retrograde that's happening. So really practice just enjoying them. Practice getting to know the people that you're dating or that you're running into. And if something goes a little wonkers or bonkers about it, just don't give it a lot of energy. Again, you're not seeing things clearly, probably not hearing things clearly. There's just a lot of like haze in around relationships in those 2 to 3 weeks, in communication, okay, especially. That's from December 3rd to the 22nd. The good news is you are going to feel a deeper connection with yourself. What's available is to be able to gain new understanding for yourself, new clarity for yourself with that retrograde, and create and generate what it is that you want. So you really want to spend some time alone. And if you want to cultivate a romantic relationship in 2018, write it. What would the partner look like? What kind of career would they have? What would our life look like? How would they treat me? How would I treat them? And really spend some time playing with that energy, because this is what you're calling in. And you're generating, you're co-creating, and that's really going to help you to be able to attract what it is that you want. And it'll also help you to see what you don't want, because a lot of times, the universe, if we're afraid of something, and that makes me anxious, or that makes me afraid, and that's the loudest voice in your head, that's what you keep getting, because that's the way it's wired, right? It's what we don't want in life. If that's our focus, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, and that's what you keep getting. It's because that's where your focus is. So you want to shift your focus to what you do want and spend some time generating and writing. If you don't know what that is, then you really need to have like some, brainstorming sessions and conversations with pals, and to be able to like flesh it out so you can really write it down so that the universe knows what to send you. Okay, because there's lots of opportunity, especially at the end of the month, to get it. All right, so let's look at your career for Aquarians. Some of you may be, licking your wounds. Things may not have gone the way that you wanted them to go. Maybe you're still a little frustrated, a little self-soothing that's been happening for you. I feel like you've been asked to be patient for a while. This same energy can be used to co-create or to generate what you want. You may have gotten burned by some people that maybe didn't follow through, or promises that were made and they didn't align with them. And you may see some of those people coming back into your life into December, and you really want to discern, is this good for me? Is this really what I want? Or is this just going to be a pain in my neck? And if it's going to be a pain in your neck, it's okay to pass, right? Because they'll find the right person. They'll find somebody else. The other opportunity is sit with it and see at the end of December if it still feels the same way. And if it still feels the same way, then that time has come and gone. Or maybe you'll see that they have changed and they've positioned themselves differently. And then this whole new relationship can start over, and you could actually be excited about what they're doing, what they're going, and how the two of you can partner, or how they're going to support you, or are they the right person to work in your company or take your company to the next level, right? So I do see partnerships aligning for you and for your career, and what the job is for you is just to really discern it, and discern yourself, and discern their motivations and how you feel about everything. And then don't make any big decisions, if you can, until at least after the 10th. And then moving forward, optimally, when the retrograde's over, to sign any contracts or anything like that would be after the 22nd. So just keep that in mind. And I think that you percolating is really going to help you get the right answer for yourself and draw in those right and perfect partnerships, those for your career. As far as money goes, There's going to be something to capitalize on around the 16th that may come in for you that's good. It could even be a brainstorm that you go, wow, why didn't I think of that earlier? Or, wow, just came in, or a partner that you joint venture, and then you go, oh my God, that would be amazing, right? So there's something with money that shows up around the 16th and opportunities for you to make more. You may also, for some of you, may receive money from an inheritance or early retirement or the sale of something. Also feel potentially money coming in, big money coming in for you around that 16th, 18th, around that new moon in Sagittarius on December 18th. It could be something new, or it could be something that you already are expecting, but it just feels like there's money opportunities there around that 18th for you. All right, let's look at your health for Aquarians. Well, I'm itching right away when I go to your energy. So there may be, some of you may have something going on with your skin, or you may have an allergic reaction, or just, the dry weather or dry climate, if those of you are in the cold, your skin's just starting to itch and you need more moisture. So I just feel like your skin may give you a little bit of an issue this month. So just stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, make sure you're not allergic to your creams or your foods that you're using, and just keep a handle on that. And there's information there for you about it. You just have to take the time to kind of zoom in on it and figure it out. Okay, so let's see if there's anything unexpected for Aquarians. I feel like, again, we're going back to the health, taking better care of yourself. And I think you may be surprised about what that means or what that looks like. And for some of you, there may be some sort of exercise program that you've never tried before, something like kickboxing or, martial arts, or even ice skating, as a way to burn calories, as a way to stay in shape, as a way to get your cardio in. There just feels like there's some kind of like offbeat things that you haven't tried before that are calling you. So make sure that you make the time for that. Go play in a way that you haven't played before, and be self-expressed, and your body's really going to like it. You're really going to enjoy it. And I think that's the surprise, is that whatever you go try that's unexpected, you go, wow, I had no idea I would love this. I had no idea that I would become a fan of this. I had no idea that I would be fanatical about it. It's like that kind of energy. It's a surprise energy, and it feels really, really good. Let's see if there's anything else for you that's unexpected for the month. Well, there is somebody, I feel, that sort of steps on your toes, and you don't care. And I always say the reason that you don't care is because you see that it wasn't intentional. And you also see how apologetic they are, and it almost works in your favor. It's because now it's kind of like they owe you. So I do see that maybe somebody steps on your toes. You see that it wasn't intentional, but now they owe you, and that's never a bad thing, to be able to call in a favor or have somebody kind of like fall over themselves to be able to make you happy, or to make up for an accident that happened to them with you. So I feel like there's this unexpected joy that you get out of it. Could even be that it's somebody that you meet and turns out to be a good relationship, and that's really unexpected, that it's kind of like this little accidental thing that happens. They bump into you at Starbucks and dump coffee, right? And it turns out, you live on the same street. These crazy things that happen all the time, these synchronistic things. So there may be a little accidental something that's synchronistic towards the end of the month that turns out to be a good alliance, good relationship, good friendship. All right, you guys, well, that's a fun note. So have a wonderful holiday, everybody, no matter what you celebrate. I hope you're celebrating you. And if you like my intuitive astrology, please click like. Please share it with your friends, comment below. And I look forward to connecting with you again next year. And in the meantime, really, really, really take care of yourself. And I look forward to seeing all the wonderful things that you create as Aquarians. And I'd love to hear about it below. If you get some brainstorms for yourself, please share them below, and we'll connect with you there. All right, have a great month, everybody.